play in Marvel Rivals is something that's supposed to be something that's a chill game mode whenever you fire up Marvel Rivals. And even though that is supposed to be the case, it's not. Why? Because shit gets real the moment you fire up Marvel Rivals. Even though that your rank is not going to be compromised when you fire up quick play in Marvel Rivals, you know for a fact things are going to get toxic, whether it's people disconnecting or people yapping your ear off in voice chat. And I'm going to go over the reasons on why quick play in Marvel Rivals can be toxic. Voice chat. You know the moment there's a voice chat in Marvel Rivals, things are going to get toxic. You're going to get DPS and tanks yapping your ear off on where the hell the heals are at. But you got to explain to these bozos that you keep getting decimated by the Spider-Man or the Iron Man, and your teammates, the ones who are supposed to protect you, are not doing shit. It's really hard to explain to someone who is an idiot because they're an idiot. They don't have this thing called common sense. So unfortunately, you, the healer in your team, has to put up with this shit. You want to desperately so bad beat DPS or tank, but that would put your entire game at a compromise. So you're stuck helping the idiots. In theory, voice chat is supposed to be a great thing. You're supposed to go online, have fun playing in your matches with strangers online, and together you guys will prevail in your online matches. Whether it's rank or quick play, it doesn't matter. Everyone is here supposed to have a good time, and that is that. But that's not the case because this is Marvel Rivals, and when you throw in voice chat, you know shit's gonna get real because there's always that one person in those matches, whether it's quick play or not, that's gonna be toxic. They're just gonna say some shit like, where the heal's at, you're not playing the character correctly, switch off this character, you're not playing good enough, fix your stats, step up. Toxic, nothing motivating, nothing positive. I have never experienced someone telling me, hey, you're doing good, but can you, I don't know, switch? I understand you're trying your best as Iron Man, but your stats are not showing. You're at 0-7. Is it possible you can change to another flyer? Just kindly asking me to switch my DPS. I have never experienced that. Not saying that I do horribly as a DPS. I'm just saying I never experienced anyone being nice and polite in voice chat. And if you are someone who comes across someone who's actually polite and cordial in the voice chat, then you're fucking lucky because I have yet to experience such kindness in Marvel Rivals. It's always assholes being typical assholes in the voice chat. And whenever I do play as healer, it gets even worse, which is why I don't play healer anymore. Because if I'm gonna be healing morons, then those morons better be getting kills. Because if I'm doing my part as the healer, then you guys, the DPS and tanks, better fucking do your part. People treating it like it's rank. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this is supposed to be quick play, right? Then why is everyone playing quick play like it's rank? Like, I get it, you're a Grandmaster 1, but why are you playing quick play like it's rank? I thought everyone here is supposed to just have a good time and that is that. But when you're playing against people who are treating quick play like it's actual rank, like this is an actual competitive match, then that defeats the whole purpose of quick play. The only positive thing I can say about this is that if you do lose, well, your rank won't diminish. But the problem is that you want to play quick play so you don't have to sweat when you're trying to get a W in your matches. Like if you're trying to play a new character, right? And that new character just happens to be Spider-Man, and you're not the best with Spider-Man, but you're not the worst, you're just average. But then you have the opposing team just going ham in this match. It really puts you into a position where you're gonna have to swap out to your main. And right off the bat, this isn't quick play anymore, it's an unofficial rank match. I gotta ask you guys watching this video right now, do you play quick play like it's an actual competitive match, or do you play quick play thinking that this is just gonna be a casual game and that is that? We're all here for good vibes and good times. I just want to know, is it just me, or does everyone that plays quick play treat quick play like it's a rank match? If that's the case, it is what it is. The idiots. Now, I know that I'm not going to be getting the most smartest people in my quick play games, but when I say there are idiots in Marvel Rivals, you find those idiots in quick play. There can be someone in your team being at an 0-9 as a Star-Lord and just flying off wherever the hell they want in their games and not being by their healers, not being by their tanks, just getting decimated by the opposing team, thinking that this game is COD. First of all, you're in the wrong game, my friend. Second, what the fuck are you doing? Stand by your team. Be with the healers. Protect the healers. Support your tanks. What are you doing? Now, you can use the voice chat or text chat and try to communicate with these morons and say, stop flying off wherever the hell you want in the match. It's not going to work out. And with that, you're going to have a shit quick play experience in Marvel Rivals. I wish you can disconnect, but you can't disconnect. Otherwise, you get penalized for disconnecting in your matches. And you have to put up with this shit. And most likely, you're going to lose. And no one likes to lose in Marvel Rivals. Sure, losing here and there happens, but when you lose all the time because of shit like this, because people do whatever the f they want to do and not support the team, that's how you know it's toxic. No one cares. Remember, this is quick play, so assume that no one cares. And by no one cares, I mean having a balanced team, for instance. You know there needs to be a minimum of 2 healers in Marvel Rivals. Sometimes 3, depending on how desperate the game can be, but 2 is good. It's a happy medium. Now, when you're the only healer in your quick play games, you know something's fucked up. And the 5 other people, not one of them wants to step up and be a healer. I don't know why people do this shit to this day, but no one wants to be a healer. Everyone wants to hardlock DPS for some reason. And the people that usually hardlock DPS, this is just from my experience, I'm not disrespecting anyone who are DPS players, I'm just saying that the people who usually wants to be DPS, that hardlock DPS, are the ones that suck. You get people that want to be Spider-Man but suck as Spider-Man. You get people that want to be Star-Lord but suck as Star-Lord. I don't know why this happens, but it happens a lot more than you realize. Only you care. Unfortunately, you're going to be the only one that cares in your Marvel Rivals games, especially in quick play, because you actually play the game as it should. You want to win, and in order to win, you need to figure out on what you need to do. Maybe there's enough healers, so you're going to be DPS. Maybe there's too many tanks, so you're going to be DPS or healers or whatever. Regardless, you're here to help the team out and do whatever it takes to make sure the team walks out with a W. You put the ego aside because you know having too much of an ego can cost you a match. You know communication's key, and you're here to communicate with your team. Honestly, you're a rock star for being this way. Unfortunately, not everyone thinks like you, and that's the sad part. And it really hurts your soul when you're trying to communicate with your team in the voice chat and you have people telling you to shut the f up, giving the heals, or why should they listen to you? Not caring anymore. At some point, you're just not going to care anymore in Marvel Rivals. Maybe not in rank, but definitely in quick play, because it's quick play. There's no repercussions. A loss is a loss. It doesn't hurt your rank, so why should you care? If everyone else is not caring, why should you? You started out with good intentions in quick play. You want to be the guy who does whatever it takes to get the team to victory, but you realize that there's just too much toxicity in quick play, whether people hard locking DPS, 1 or 2 people disconnecting in the middle of your matches. You're so close to winning and then someone disconnects, which is the worst. And then you get people, the opposing team, just typing in the chat, what an easy victory or easy W, or the match was a wash, even though it was a 5v6. You try saying in the text chat that it was a 5v6, but then you get assholes just being assholes telling you excuses, just get better, you suck. At some point, it's gonna push you to a level where you don't care anymore in this game. Well, for quick plays in this matter. It sucks, but that's how it is in quick play. You need to honestly not care when you play this mode. This is supposed to be a chill mode, but it's not. You get people treating it like it's rank, and if that's the case, go fucking play in rank. Why are you treating this game like it's the end of the world? We're supposed to be having a good time, not a stressful time. No structure. Now, usually in rank, you know there's going to be a minimum of 2 healers, at least 1 tank, and of course the rest are DPS. But that's not going to be the case in quick play, because like I said, no one really cares. So don't be surprised if everyone's a DPS and there's only 1 healer, or there's no healers at all, because everyone has a mindset of not caring, and if that's the case, then there's no structure. And if there is no structure in Marvel Rivals, then you already lost by default. To this day, people fail at having a proper structured team. You need at least 1 tank, and you definitely need at least 2 healers. If there's 1 healer in the game, then you know the game just got a whole lot harder for that 1 person, because they know the moment that they die, the rest of the team goes down. Because usually if there's a game that has 2 healers and 1 of the healers go down, there's still a fighting chance to progress in the game. But you know having 1 healer means a lot of pressure is on that 1 healer, and you already know that the other team, their main goal is to take you down. Losing. What can I say? Losing sucks. If you thought losing didn't mean anything in quick play, you're wrong. Losing sucks, and I can't emphasize this enough, because who wants to lose? No one wants to lose, even if it is quick play. For me, I don't really care if I lose 10 times, 100 times in quick play, because it is quick play. Now, if this is a competitive match where your rank is on the line, alright, the losing will sting a little, but losing in quick play, come on, that shit doesn't bother me. Okay, maybe a little, but anyway, losing, for some reason, it's gonna sting. If you're someone who loses a lot in Marvel Rivals, I think it's best to have a break, because for some reason, when you lose that many times, dealing with so many morons, and just putting up with the disconnects that happen in your matches, it's gonna make you feel a certain way. It's gonna make you hate not just the game, but other things, God forbid. The last thing you want is to take your anger out in the real world. Like, imagine being angry at someone, and the person has no idea why you're so angry, and when you tell them it's because of Marvel Rivals, you know this this game made you toxic. But just remember this, guys, losing is part of the process. You don't really learn much when you're winning, you learn a lot in your losses. So let's say you're trying to learn a new character like Spider-Man or Iron Man, you're gonna lose a lot. In fact, your team is gonna have to put up the extra slack because you're a new Iron Man player or a new Spider-Man player. And maybe you're the reason that your team lost, but losing happens and that's okay. But at the end of the day, guys, we're just here to have fun and play some video games, and that's Marvel Rivals. I'm just here to have fun in Marvel Rivals. Whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter. But what are your thoughts on quick play in Marvel Rivals? Do you think it's toxic? Do you think it's not toxic? Do you think it's just me? Just let me know. But regardless, I'm still gonna be playing Marvel Rivals, and I'm gonna do my very damn best to be ranking up in Marvel Rivals.